I was going through something really hard. Like, I was super depressed. I was suicidal. So, like, my mom got me a therapist, like, for a long time, and it helped me so much. Even though it's really hard to open up to someone, if you have a professional person to help you, I think it's really nice to get a therapist. It helps a lot.
My biggest issue is, like, anger. I get really angry a lot, and sometimes, like, punching pillows does not help. But I try not to show it as much so I don't make problems for other people. So it's just kind of me in my brain yelling at the other me in my brain, who's yelling at the me in the back of my brain.
And then I'm just going like...
I think it was 4th, 5th grade, where just, like, all, like, the bad times just came into, like, my mind and I couldn't get it out. And then, like, I just lost my appetite. I wasn't, like, starving myself, but I just lost my appetite and I, like, didn't want to eat anything. And I feel like I couldn't tell anyone because that was just, like, I knew they were going to, like, make it this whole deal and, like, tell the principal and stuff. But, like, I just wanted it to be, like, a family issue without anyone, like, being a part of it or, like, making it this whole thing and then, like, calling, like, services and stuff. I'm just not hungry and I'm just, like, I lost my appetite and I'm, like, fine.
That happens to me, too, sometimes when I'm stressed. Like, usually, again, before, like, the plays and musicals, I start kind of self-spiral. Like, I stay up really late and I get, like, 4 hours of sleep and then I don't eat breakfast or lunch and I'm just, like, going through all this stuff and I'm just, like, push through, then you can collapse. But it's, like, I feel like if I ever try and tell someone, like, hey, I think it's getting to a problem where I haven't eaten in a day, they'll be like, oh, I never eat, ha 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 ha. Or if I tell them, oh, I got 4 hours of sleep last night, they'll be like, ha, I got 2. Yeah, you start to tell yourself, like, hey, if they can do it, then my problem must not be that big. But it is, it's too normalized.
Yeah, like, just so normalized to, like, because I would, like, because, like, I'll tell my friend, like, oh, yeah, I, like, fell asleep at, like, 2, and, like, I have to wake up at, like, 7, and my friend's like, oh, yeah, I'm failing all my classes. Yeah, I don't know why you're so stressed about your homework. Like, at some point I'm like, dude, like, how do you, what?
Yeah, how are you alive? Like, if somebody's like, yeah, my heart stopped beating for, like, 3 hours. Like, what do you mean? That's not how it works. You should be dead.
And then there's another person who's like, well, mine stopped beating 4.
I don't have a heart, guys. Yeah. Like, actually, like, it's just not there. It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah, like, it's just one-upping Apple to the max.
It's
so bad. Like, it's a one-up. What? Whoa.
And then death. Like,
yeah, guys, the hill gets higher until you die.
Nice. If you haven't fallen asleep in 2 weeks, you should not be here right now.
How are you conscious? I feel like at this point, it's the point in which most people don't take, like, dark jokes seriously.
Yeah.
And they might be right. Because in elementary school, people don't really make those kinds of jokes. And in high school, they take it seriously. In middle school, it's kind of a point in which a lot of people could, like, joke about suicide, joke about...
Oh my God. The week before the plays, we're like, let's all jump off the roof of the drama building. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that is, and at some points, it's like you kind of joke about it just to be like other people. Because it might have started in which one person was saying something seriously, and then someone thought it was funny, so they started doing it too.
Yeah.
And then eventually, so many people did it that you're like, oh, this is what I have to do to be like everyone else, so now I have to make dark jokes, and now I have to threaten suicide and stuff like that.
Yeah. When you're in a tough situation and, like, you're like, oh, maybe I need help, but then you're like, oh, no, there's, like, people that have bigger issues than this, people that died, and, like, they killed themselves, so don't make a big deal. There's, like, people with bigger issues, and then it gets, like, worse, and you're like, no, there's still people with worse. You just don't realize how, like, you're at that point where you do need help, and you're part of that, like, community. You're trying to think, like, oh, there's people with bigger issues, but you're part of that, and, like, you don't realize that you do need help.
I just think that, like, one of the reasons why people are getting more of these thoughts, because as we say more jokes, we're like, wait, do I really want to do this?
Yeah.
And then you start thinking about, like, the dark things and the things you're talking about, and you're like, wait, this is actually kind of true. And so you start spiraling like that. And I know that once there was an advisory lesson, and it was, like, one slide, and it was, like, signs that someone might be contemplating suicide, and one of them was, like, making constant suicide jokes, and everyone in that class turned to look at me. And I was like, oh, sometimes you see it in your friends too. I was like, reading these, I'm like, hey,
these kind of remind me of my friend, and like you get scared.
Yeah. And I'm like reading it. I was like, I don't want to kill myself. But
Yeah.
what does checking all the boxes mean?
I think I have a lot of people I could talk to, but I just won't. Because I'll go up to them and I'll be like, I can already tell you had a bad day. This isn't a good time. Yeah, walk to a different person. I can already tell you got finals today. I'm so sorry. I'd walk to another person and I'm like, you are stressed about work. I'm very sorry for you. I'll just wait until your bad days are over.
I'm not a very open person. Like, I put on a face and then I just kind of stick with it no matter how I'm feeling. So some days I might like wake up and I might not feel so good, but I just kind of like smile and get through it. Hey, how are you? You know, during the play of the musical, I've gotten really stressed, but I put on a very happy, bouncy, bubbly filter. And I get it. I switch onto this mode where it's like, I have to appeal to everybody and you will be happy. You will be happy. You will be happy. Like, it's just, I don't know. I would just kind of shove it all deep down in tiny bottle and just tuck it away somewhere. And then if I'm feeling up for it, maybe go through it, but probably not. Sometimes I will be very open with my emotions. Like, sometimes I'll cry in front of people, or sometimes I'll just keep my emotions closed off. I would not tell anyone, but the thing with it is that, like, some of my friends can already, like, know when I'm feeling, like, sad. Like, I don't know how they do it. They just figure it out. But also, I did the same for them. Like, you can see when a person is like that. A lot of people come to me with their emotions. People walk up to me and they're like, Annabel, I need to tell you about this. I will be there to listen, but really sometimes you just feel like you listen to them, but they don't listen to you. Be there in the room and I'll just go, yeah. Yeah, just, you're so interesting. But, like, actually, like, pay attention to them. Like, make eye contact. Be like, I understand. And don't just respond with, Like, sit down, listen, be like, that sucks, man. Because sometimes you just need to tell someone to, like, make them feel validated. Like, yeah, my problems do suck. Thank you for understanding.
I feel like a big problem I have personally is that whenever a person that I'm close to comes and tells me about something that they're going through, I don't really know how to comfort them. Like, I don't like giving hugs at all, so I don't hug them, and I don't really know what to do. So I think that causes a lot of people from coming and telling me stuff, because they're like, oh, she can't really do anything to help me. So I grew up as an only child, so when, like, there was problems at home, I really had no one to tell, because, like, I couldn't tell my mom because, like, she was part of the problem. Like, yeah, not part of the problem. Yeah, she was part of, yeah. She was part of the problem. Like, every time I tell my mom something, sorry, mom, but every time I tell my mom something, she gets super worried for me, and then it's the only thing on her mind. So she would, like, text me, like, hey, like, how are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Are you okay from this? And she would remind me. So I would just hide my emotion about it as well.
So my mom's a teacher, and I love you, Mom. But
listen, you're annoying.
But there's sometimes where, like, I'm just kind of, my day wasn't the best. Nothing necessarily bad happened, and I'm just like, I had science today, and I really like science, and they were talking really loud, and I'm just, like, overstimulated. I get home, I'm just like, are you okay? I'm like, well, I mean, and this class wasn't that great. She's like, oh my God, are you dying? And I'm like, no. She's like, okay, I have this book, these resources. I'm going to call everybody. I'm like, I'd like to be in my room alone. She's like, no, you must get help to a therapist. And I'm just like, no, please. And it just makes me even more stressed. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't want you to freak out because it's not that deep. It's not that deep. And I will tell you if it is that deep. But sometimes it's just like, it gets to a point where it's like, maybe I won't tell you when it is that deep because I don't want you to react like this. It's not.
I just want to say, I love you, Mom. Sorry.
Yeah,
love you, Mom. Love you. Love you, Mom.
If you guys ever need me, I am always here to talk. I am always here to listen. And I genuinely feel like I can trust all of you. And I genuinely feel like if I ever needed to come to you guys, I would be able to talk to you guys. And if you guys ever need me, I would be able to totally conversate with you and not be biased. You guys are, like, all amazing people, and I would be there for you if you needed it. Sometimes you have to be the help without being asked to help. if you guys came and asked like, oh, like, hey Gigi, can I talk to you? Like I always would be there. Like for any of you guys, like if you guys were going through like anything like hard or like I'd be there automatically. I'd be like, okay, I'm listening. If you guys need help, if you guys need resources, if you need to like hang out with me, or if you just need like some time like not by yourself, I'll be there. I'll hang out with you. It's okay.
I will always be here if you need anyone to talk to. I think I'm very good at lightening the mood. So I'm great at listening too. But if you're having like a really down day and you just kind of want to like joke and not necessarily like you went to a bunch of people and they're like super serious, you can always come to me and I think I can make you laugh. So
Have you ever seen Little Miss Sunshine? There's one scene where there's a guy sitting on the hill and then his little sister comes down and just kind of sits there for a little bit and then they just walk back up. I would be that little sister. I hope. So I hope you would be able and comfortable to talk to me.
comfortable silence, laughs, everything.
Thank you, everybody. I'm going to wrap up.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.